have always been artistic. Growing up, I was always painting, colouring in, making things, pulling things apart, putting them back together. At school, I was that art kid that was always scribbling in her books. And I've always been drawn to creating, and I find it really relaxing and sort of calming, and it's my safe place. I know that I can, sit down with my sketchbook or a set of paints, and for the time that I am creating and painting and making these artworks, I am in my own little world, and everything else disappears. I've been working as a full-time artist since 2013, and I'm very lucky to be able to make a career out of my passion. I know that not a lot of people can do that. However, it's not always easy. You can't turn on creativity like a tap. It doesn't just appear on demand. You have to draw it out and practice constantly. So some days I can create several artworks at once, and other days I achieve nothing. I just move things around the room and don't really get anything done. I don't really like planning my artworks too much. I find that I work best when I'm spontaneous and intuitive. So I'll start out with a very vague idea and then let the artwork grow and develop on its own. So most of my paintings begin with either a photo, a sketch, a colour palette or a concept, but once I get the initial idea down onto the canvas, I tend to push that initial idea aside and just let the artwork sort of become whatever it wants to become. So it has a bit of a mind of its own. I'm not trying to replicate a landscape perfectly. I'm not a realist artist. I like to push colours away from reality so that they become almost imaginary or dreamlike. I've been told that my landscapes remind people of Disney movies, which is really nice. And I guess it's kind of that impressionist sort of look with, a bit of expression, touch of abstract. But, I'm really trying to work more from my imagination and create a landscape or a vision that's, it's based on reality, but it is more like a dreamscape. enjoy working mostly acrylic because I appreciate the fast drying time and the ability to correct mistakes quickly or cover over large areas that don't work without having to wait too long. I work really fast, and this gives me a lot of freedom to not be worried about mistakes. Because acrylic, compared to oil for example, has a really fast drying time, I can experiment freely, knowing that any problem or any mistake or any area of the painting that doesn't work can just be covered up straight away. I'm not locked into what I'm doing. So that idea of it not being permanent really helps me to be confident in my brushstrokes and be really free with what I'm doing, because anything can be fixed. I love being an artist, but it can be very draining, and you need to wear many different hats. I am my own manager, social media specialist, administrator, bookkeeper, personal assistant. It's literally a one-man band. So for all of the hours that I do spend doing the fun stuff in the studio, painting and creating, there is an equal amount of hours spent at home on my computer or on my phone, emailing, editing photos, keeping track of expenses. So, it can be, it seems like a lot more glamorous than it actually is, but I wouldn't want to do anything else.